Here we go.
Who's there? Is that... Helgi, but Father says I'm not supposed to talk to strangers. Are you a stranger? The smoke woke me up. I was hot and I was scared, so I hid. Then it got cold and dark. I'm not scared anymore, but I'm lonely. Will you play with me? Okay, let's play hide and seek. You find me, and I'll tell you. We have to wait for nighttime, though. The other one is playing too, and she can't come out until then. I can't tell you. She might hear me. She's so close. If you can find me first, I can tell you.
Time to end this little game. True Lords never back down. Your kind has no place here. You won't leave Skyrim alive! You can't defeat me.
Never should have come here.
Wow.
Who's there? Helgi, but Father says I'm not supposed to talk to strangers. Are you a stranger? You know him? He made my favorite dolly, but I can't find her. Are you sure you aren't a stranger? The smoke woke me up. I was hot and I was scared, so I hid. Then it got cold and dark. I'm not scared anymore, but I'm lonely. Will you play with me? Okay, let's play hide and seek. You find me, and I'll tell you. We have to wait for nighttime, though. The other one is playing too, and she can't come out until then. I can't tell you. She might hear me. She's so close. If you can find me first, I can tell you.
You are new to Morthal. We've not spoken before. This is interesting.
Never should have come here.
You found me! Layla was trying to find me too, but I'm glad you found me first. Layla was told to burn Mommy and me, but she didn't want to. She wanted to play with me forever and ever. She kissed me on the neck, and I got so cold that the fire didn't even hurt.
She's dead.
Layla thought
He's
she could take
speared.
me and keep me, but
She's
she
a
can't.
vampire.
I'm all burned up. I'm tired. I'm gonna sleep for a while now.
Layla. She's dead. Ysmir's beard. She's a vampire. She's dead. Layla is dead. Layla. I thought she left to join the Stormcloaks. Oh, my poor Layla. She began to spend a lot of time with Alva. Yet just a week before, she despised her. In fact, the night she disappeared, she was supposed to meet Alva. Alva told me later that she never showed up. I never got to tell her goodbye. You think Alva? But that means... Ye gods! You think Alva is a vampire? No, you're wrong. You must be wrong. Layla may have met her fate out in the marsh. I refuse to believe Alva had anything to do with this. There is no way you can prove it to the Jarl. I hope Alva is not what you think.
That's close enough. You have committed crimes against Skyrim and her people. What say you in your defense? Smart woman. Now come along with us. We'll take any stolen goods and you'll be free to go. After you pay the fine, of course.
My cousin's out fighting dragons, and what do I get? Guard duty.
No lollygagging.
hear you put Laylette out of her misery.
We'll show those faithless dogs who this land belongs to.
We're running out of bread. I hope the supplies get here soon.
Well, you must be all right if you've got time to complain. Huh?
Fight or die well.
Legion's always looking for strong, capable warriors. If you think you've got what it takes, our headquarters are in Solitude. What the rebels like to forget is that the Empire's what's
Mercy!
You've come to Dawnstar at a strange... The Imperials think we need their laws. Pfft. Got to keep my eyes open. Damn dragons could swoop down at any time.
Your ancestors wouldn't want this, Silas.
Why should I hide from it? This is my family's legacy.
It's the past. Dead oaths on dead lips. Let it stay there.
And here comes my first visitor. The Museum of the Mythic Dawn is open, friend. And here you are. Good. Come in, browse the display and let's talk. I have a job you look perfect for. Let's talk inside. Let's talk inside. Feel free to look around. Come talk to me when you're ready to discuss that job I mentioned. The tapestries hung here and outside were found in hideouts, where members of the Mythic Dawn would meet and plot. Did you have any questions about the museum, or would you rather talk business? They were worshippers of Mehrunes Dagon, the Daedric Lord of Destruction and Change. The Mythic Dawn killed Uriel Septim VII and his heirs, triggering the events that led to the Oblivion Crisis when the Daedra invaded Tamriel. All that remains of the infamous cult, I've gathered in my museum. Ah, an excellent question. Mehrunes Dagon is the Daedric Lord of Change, Destruction, and Ambition. Dagon's Mythic Dawn cult killed the Septim Dynasty and opened the Oblivion Gates into Tamriel. They called it the Oblivion Crisis. It's no secret that my family were once members of the Mythic Dawn. One of my forefathers was even chosen to assassinate Uriel Septim himself. We hid from our past for years, became tradesmen, people of coin and influence. But I realized that the Mythic Dawn's importance, our importance, to history cannot be denied. I'll see everyone in Tamriel remember that for a moment, we held the fate of the world in our hands, for good or ill. A little history first. After the Oblivion Crisis, a number of groups cropped up dedicated to wiping out the remnants of the Mythic Dawn. One of these groups found Mehrunes' Razor, the artifact of Dagon. They split it into 3 fragments and pledged to keep them apart forever. That was almost 150 years ago, and the pieces are still being kept by the descendants of that group, and they're right here, in Skyrim. At least 2 of the owners, Gunzel and Draskua, are dangerous marauders. And the 3rd owner, Jorgen, I only know he lives in Morthal. Here are my notes about them. I'll gladly pay you for getting the pieces any way you can. No questions asked. The Razor is Mehrunes Dagon's personal artifact. It has always heralded bloody change and carnage. It's held many names. Dagger of the final wounds, Bane of the righteous, the Kingslayer. The Mythic Dawn worshipped Dagon as a god. Having his razor would be invaluable to my collection. Never should have come here.
Just a scratch. It's nothing.